Hey, I hope you're good. It's Chris here from 6-String Fingerpicking, and in this lesson we're going to be learning how to play Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. Okay, Landslide by Fleetwood Mac, an absolutely stunning song. I'm pretty confident there's not going to be many people that disagree with that. It is wonderful and it's great fun to play. And Lindsay Buckingham, yeah, one of my favourite guitar players, and I think he's a really underrated player. But not just a fingerstyle player, his electric playing is great, but he knows how to write a great song. Anyway, this one is number 9 in my top 60 fingerpicking songs to learn of all time. If you haven't checked out that list, make sure you do. There's a link in the description. 60 of my favourite fingerpicking songs from beginner to advanced, and we're working our way through learning one of those songs each week. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of these great lessons that are coming up. If you want to get the tab for this, just head over to 6stringfingerpicking.com and you can get that there. But let's get on with the lesson. Okay, so first things first, we've got a capo on the 3rd fret here, so that's actually going to put us into the key of E flat. But we're going to refer to it as if we're in the key of C. So with this song we're actually in the key of E flat, but as I say, we'll be treating everything as if we're in the key of C, because visually it's much easier for us guitar players. So your intro and verse goes like that, and that's just continually repeated right the way through the verse. So that's not too bad, it's just 3 chords. You've got a C chord, and then that goes to a G/B chord. Now this is the 2nd fret on the A string and the 3rd fret of the B string, and I strongly encourage you to play it with your 2nd finger and your little finger. If you've not played it like this before, you may find it a bit uncomfortable, but just bear with it. You'll probably be tempted to play it with your 1st and 3rd finger, and that is okay. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's just a bit less economical than playing it with your 2nd finger and your pinky. So, do try it like that. And then you've got A-7, which is just 2nd finger on the D string, 1st finger on the B string. Okay, so they're your 3 chords. And we pick our way through those. So, applying the rule that the thumb plays the bass notes, the E, the A, E, A and the D string, 1st finger is always going to play the G, 2nd finger is always going to play the B, and if you play the high E string, which we will do later on, we're going to use our 3rd finger. So bear that in mind. That's what's always going on with these 4 fingers here. Okay, so on the C chord we play A, G, D, B, okay, and then we play A, G, B. So let's put all of that together, nice and slow. Okay, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And that's the pattern that runs throughout all of these chords here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, change to the G/B chord. Okay, change to that A-7. And then it goes back to your G/B. Okay, that's the verse. It's the introduction and the verse. So nice and slow. You've got C, G/B, A-7, and then G/B again. So once more, A, G, D, B, A, G, B, and make sure you're really using the right fingers there. Remember that rule that I mentioned at the beginning. Sometimes before he goes back, well, sometimes on the A-7 before he goes back to the G/B, he does a pull off on the D string 2nd fret, and just that quickly goes back like this. So you can get that in if you want to. put it in. Okay, so that is the entirety of the intro and the verse. But be careful, because if you listen to the song, once Stevie Nicks starts singing, 4 times through that progression on the 4th time round, he hangs on the A minor 7 for 1 bar and a half. Okay, so he plays once through normally, and then he plays A, G, D, and then move this finger up to the 2nd fret of the A string, so he's walking back up to the C, and again play A, G, D. So, and then from then on, for the rest of the verse, he just plays the regular progression. So watch out for that, it may catch you out. Have a listen to the song, and four times through the progression, once Stevie Nicks starts singing on the first verse, he does that, so watch out for that. Okay, so then we go into the chorus, and leading into the chorus, after the A minor 7, we actually have, he leads into it with this D7 / F sharp chord. So you can play it like this. I tend to play it with my thumb, but it's 2nd fret on the E, 2nd fret on the G, 1st fret on the B, and then you don't play the high E string, so I don't actually bother with that one. But then on the right hand you play E, G, D, B, E, G, D, and you can put the B in as well if you want to after that, it's optional. And then we're into the chorus. It's a really lovely chorus. This is certainly harder than the verse here. But anyway, so this is the first part here. So it's a G chord, but we're actually going to play a G sus4 chord. So I use my 3rd finger and my 4th finger to play the 2 G notes here. So the 3rd fret on the E string and that on the the 2 E strings. And my 1st finger on the 1st fret of the B string. So you start by playing the E string and the B string together, and then you pull off your 1st finger. Okay, and then you play D, G, so now you're bringing in your 3rd finger here, and then G, D, so once more, together, pull off D, G, E, G, D, okay, and then this is D/F sharp, I'm playing it like this. You may choose to play it like this, whichever way works for you, but D/F sharp, 2nd fret, E string, 2nd fret, G, 3rd fret on the B string. You play E and B together, and then G, D, and then we go to this D/F sharp chord again and do the same with the right hand. Together, E and B, G, D. So that's, okay, so we go to an E minor, but keep your 1st finger where it is on the 1st fret of the B. Play the E and the B string together, pull off, and then D, E. So, pull off, D, E, and then E, G, D. Okay, so. Okay, and then we're still on E minor, we play the 2 E strings together. G, D, E, E, G, D. So that's. Once more, 2 E's. G, D, E, low E, G, B. So that's your E minor there, quite tricky. And then we go back to the regular progression for a little bit. C, and that's the same as before. A, G, D, B, A, G, D, and then we flip to the G/B, and we just catch this one. Like, see that lands on an offbeat on the end of 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay. So, change, and then we play on this G/B, A, G, D, B, A, G, D. So to the A minor 7 as before, A, G, D, B, A, G, D, and then there's that D slash F sharp again. So clamping that down, we play the E and the B string together, and then we hammer the 3rd fret on the B string. Okay? Then play open D, take the hammer on off, play the 1st fret again on the B, so that's, and then we play the E, G, D. So this is, as you can see, it's much harder than the verse. So really make sure you're following along with the tab provided, because it will be much easier for you. Okay, so that's really the verse, and then after that it starts again. So this is as before, and on the E minor, if you want to, you could play it exactly the same. In fact, you could play the whole of the chorus the 2nd time through. You could pretty much play it exactly the same, other than the final 2 bars. But he does do, if you listen to him playing, he does mix it up a little bit, and he mixes it up mainly on the E minor chord. So I'll show you that up to that E minor the 2nd time through is exactly the same. And then he goes, and I think it's worth putting it in, because I am quite big on attention to detail when learning other people's songs. If you really want to get it right and really accurate, well, just do it right, you know. So let's do it as he's done it. So on this E minor here, we do the first bar's the same, so that's exactly the same, and then he goes, sorry, so he plays E, G, and then the D and the E string together, and then the G again, and that's really Lindsay Buckingham. That's kind of really his style, to do that kind of pattern. And then anyway, E, high E, and then the D. There's a bit of like Never Going Back coming out there, that similar kind of pattern. So, okay. And then here, he plays the A and the E string together, A and E together, G, D, E, A, G, and then the D and E together again. And then same on this chord. So now he's actually playing a full kind of G chord here. He's added, we play it like this with our 1st finger, 3rd finger, and our pinky, but we do the same as the right hand as we just did with the C. Okay, so that's tricky, and then we hammer into an A minor 7. So play the A and the B open, hammer down, D, G, A, D, G. A, G, D, B, walk up to the C chord, so 2nd finger on the A, and then you're back. So let me just play that part for you once more, 2nd time through the chorus. So as you can see, the chorus is quite tricky, but take it very, very slowly, and I'm confident that you're going to get it with practice. Make sure that you refer back to the song, listen to that, and use the guitar tab provided. But that's it. I really hope you enjoyed. If you're interested in taking Skype lessons with me, I do offer that service. There's a link in the description through to my website. You can book up some lessons there. We can take your playing to the next level. And also there's a few new courses on there. There's 2 courses available. Aimed directly at beginner fingerpickers to really build up great strength and dexterity in the right hand, and then there's another course where you can get 20 finger picking patterns on there as well. But that's it. I really hope you enjoyed the lesson. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, share with your friends, leave me a comment if you have any questions at all, and subscribe for lots more useful finger picking lessons and songs. And I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.